What's going on, guys? Josh Drakos here for another YouTube video. Now, if you were here for last week's video, what we covered was how to do an overhead barbell press. In today's video, what I wanted to focus on was how to do a dumbbell lateral raise. Now, why? The dumbbell lateral raise is a great exercise specifically for building out those big rounded boulder shoulders that we all want. Now, the part of the shoulder that gets specifically worked in this exercise is what's called the medial deltoid, and it's located right here in the center of your shoulder, okay? So you have your front delt right here, you have your middle deltoid, and then you have your real delt back here. So what we're gonna be working on is building that middle delt. Now, it is a very small muscle, so a lot of people in the gym actually get this one wrong, but you can get it right, especially with the proper form and technique. So let me walk you through exactly how to perform this exercise, how to set up for it, and how to work through the movement so that you can properly target that medial deltoid. All right, so let's get started. Now, what I most often see people doing in the gym, which is the wrong way to perform this exercise, is they just start swinging their arms back and forth, and they're just kind of using momentum to get the dumbbells up as much as they can and then swing back down, all right? Now, that is incorrect technique because what you're doing is you're recruiting muscles that don't need to be part of the movement. So when you're trying to focus specifically on that medial deltoid, there's a couple steps that you need to remember in order to do that. All right, now let me walk you through exactly how to move through this exercise, where to put your hands, and what to do from start to finish. So the first thing that you want to remember is you don't need a whole lot of weight to perform this exercise, all right? So I've just got some 10-pound dumbbells here to demonstrate. Now, the first thing that you want to do is make sure you stand up tall, hands by your sides, holding the dumbbells firmly in each hand, okay? Now, what you want to do is keep your shoulders down, okay? Now, what a lot of people will do is keep their shoulders up when they do it, and they start doing this, they start doing this swinging thing, and then everything gets out of whack. No, what you want to do is keep your shoulders down. Not shrugged forward like this, but down, okay? Now, when you're ready to start the movement, bring the dumbbells to the front of your thighs, okay? You can rest them there if you want when you're ready to start. Okay, now the dumbbells are at your thighs. Okay, so now when you're ready to start the movement, there's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. First of all, you want to keep a slight bend in your elbows, okay? You don't want to lock them out like this before you start. That's gonna actually recruit other muscles and potentially put strain on your joints that's unnecessary, okay? So when you're ready, what you wanna do, keep a slight bend in your elbows. Now, when you've got the slight bend in your elbows and you're ready to go up with the movement, what you want to focus on is not pushing your hands up, but actually what you really want to focus on is pulling your elbows up. And what that's going to do is naturally bring your arms up to the correct position while keeping your elbows at a slight bend. So dumbbells resting on your thighs before you start the movement. Then when you're ready to go up through the movement, focus on pulling those elbows up and out to about ear level height. Keep those elbows slightly bent. Do not lock them out. And then when you're ready to go back down, slowly control on the way down through the eccentric movement until you get to the bottom. Then do a slight pause at the bottom, and then you can continue the lift from there. Okay? So again, step 1, stand up tall. Step 2, slight hinge at the hips, bending forward, dumbbells resting right here at the front of your thighs. Then when you're ready to go up through the movement, slight bend at the elbows, raise those arms up, focus on pulling your elbows up to about ear height. Don't go up higher than this because then you're gonna start focusing more on the front delt. So make sure you don't go higher than about ear level height. Then, when you're ready to go back down, control the movement on the eccentric for about 2 seconds until you get to the bottom, and then repeat. Now, one way to make sure that you're keeping your shoulders down because a lot of people, when they get tired, they start naturally pulling their shoulders up to try to recruit more shoulder muscle to be able to pull the weight up. That's another reason why you don't want to go too heavy. Now, as I was explaining earlier, one part of this exercise is making sure you keep your shoulders down. Okay, so one way to help you do that, when you're pushing through the movement, just think that you're basically trying to scrape the floor with the dumbbells as you go up. Okay, that's a really good way to keep your shoulders down as you go through the movement. Okay, so putting all of this together, step 1, stand up tall, hands by your side. Step 2, rest your dumbbells right on your thighs when you're ready to perform the movement. Okay, slight hinge at the hips, slightly bend forward, slight bend at the elbows. Then when you're ready to go up through the movement, focus on pulling those elbows up. Keep your shoulders down though, so just pretend you're scraping those dumbbells across the floor as you're going up, and then you will naturally go up through the movement. Then when you're ready to go back down, slowly control the eccentric on the way down. Slight pause at the bottom. Keep the tension all the way through the movement, so you're constantly keeping tension on those side delts, okay? And then slow on the eccentric on the way down. Slight pause at the bottom, back up. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below any video ideas that you might have, any questions you might have about this exercise or any other type of exercise. I will happily reply to all of your comments as I see them come in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell so that you can get notified of future videos. Make sure you go out there, go do a lift, go do something active, get that blood flowing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.